All right, so we're live. What's poppin', everybody? Now, the title of the stream said I wonder what this is about, but this stream is basically about a new metric that we kind of came up with as far as ranking the One Piece characters. We kind of got the idea from Kingdom in a way, but this metric shows pretty much different things we can use to rate characters. You see on the screen from armament, observation, strength, durability, all that random stuff. But over, you did that stuff on the side, right?
Yeah, the
So I guess
scale thing.
you can explain deeper as far as like exactly.
All right, so
Like
basically, the bit on the side is so that everyone can look at this in the same point of view. So what we did is we kind of tested it out. So Brago would like rank one person, Theory would rank one person, and Taekwondo would rank someone as well. And we were all like going about it in a similar way, except someone would put, say, Brooks' armament. Let's just imagine that he had armament. Someone would put it at a 10, whereas someone else would put it at a 5.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so in their head, they were scaling it differently, but we all meant the same thing. So having that bit on the side just allows everyone to look at it and immediately understand what numbers relate to, instead of in their mind having, say, 50 as a excellent, but in reality, it's actually just a good, if that makes any sense. It's like average.
Yeah.
okay, so let's use one character as an example and just kind of go by the metrics here. So for Arouge, like right here we have Arouge, his armament is at a 7. I mean, pretty much we don't know
It's a
where his
guessing.
armament is because we haven't seen it. Yeah, we're just guessing with him. Observation as well. Strength we're kind of using based on what we saw with the pacifista and just kind of scaling up durability based on how he should be, based on his devil fruit, techniques and experience. I think his experience is that high because of how old he is as well. Techniques we really don't know. But I mean, a lot of it is we're just guessing, but we have something to actually go off of.
Yeah.
You can scale them off other people too, you know.
Yeah. Like how we use we kind of use Luffy. Didn't we use Luffy in a way to kind of go out from there? Didn't we do that?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Not saying, didn't we use Luffy to kind of like scale a lot of people, like based on how where Luffy was, we kind of went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like use Luffy as the base. It went out from there. Or was like most of it just random?
Probably a mix of both. Like some people we didn't need to use Luffy for, and then some people we did.
Yeah.
So okay, so which is one that we kind of agreed on? Did we agree on any of the characters like together, or everything was kind of just?
I thought for the most
I
part
think we ended up agreeing on like there was like Doflamingo and like Cracker and stuff, but then
You said Doflamingo and Cracker one. Which
yeah,
one?
like because we were arguing for ages about Dofi and Cracker, and then when we actually like did our own little stats, we ended up having like literally the same results.
Okay. Wait, did we? Is it still on here? That isn't. It's not. Wait, because we did the scaling right, but everyone had pretty much the same thing, but mine's was kind of in the middle. Ty's was kind of higher, but we kind of had the same feeling about them, right?
Yeah,
but we didn't have.
Go ahead.
Huh?
No, I was just saying most of us
Wait, go ahead.
agreed on like the rankings. It's just like some of us rated them higher than the others in terms of like the scaling. But they were all like, we all agreed basically where they should be relative to the other characters, I feel like. Like for the supernovas, we all kind of like based them off the supernovas. For like Luffy and stuff like that, we kind of like debated like Luffy versus Law or Luffy versus Rouge, like who would have better durability, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, okay. So the first character I think we should do, like, as far as the base, is Luffy because he's the character we know the most about, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we used the metrics on the side here with as far as achieved, control, advanced. We didn't use that when we were doing it because that was after the fact.
Yeah, we
So
decided that
let's
if we are going to start scaling, we should start using a key.
say that again.
If we decided that if we were going to scale characters based on these numbers, that they should have a key for like what these numbers should like coincide with. Like whereas
Right,
before we were
right.
just going, this guy's round about like 62. This guy's round about 78,
Yeah.
and it didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so when we did Luffy, I don't think we used these numbers. So we can start with Luffy. So for
Yeah,
armament, we had him at a
just delete
7.
everything and start fresh.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Delete that.
Is this still editable? It's not editable.
It's not editable.
No.
Did you click the?
Hold on, I think Maisie was in there. I think Maisie's in there. I think he's trying to make it so that we
Here,
can post it.
What I think happens is if I
Hey,
make
in there?
it. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I make it editable for some people, I think it's editable for everyone who has the link, which is a problem. So I'll just make a copy, and then we can.
Right, exactly.
Wait,
That's
has
a
it-
copy,
yeah,
it's
that
not-
sounds
Barbara,
better.
have you already posted the link in chat yet?
Yeah.
No.
I posted it once of the viewable only link, but then if I post another editable link, I think they can edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Can
post
you
the one
give,
that they
can you
can't.
give us access instead of let it like just give certain people access?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to keep the fanboys away from this list at all costs.
Yeah, one of these things. I'm sorry.
Tom, I'm keeping this task up to you, man. You gotta make sure the fanboys don't come over here.
Okay.
Next thing you know,
All right.
like Zoro's gonna be maxed out, Luffy's gonna be maxed out, Sanji's gonna be maxed out. The admirals is gonna say gods on them instead of numbers.
I wonder where. Then we go see Virgo at 100 for everything. Then we realize that Virgo in the chat.
The Taki goes above 100. Yeah.
I want to add this as well, like the key on the side,
That one
because
should be fine.
the thing for Haki, because that's going to be like the trick. One of the Haki and Devil Fruits is going to be one of the trickiest ones to discuss, because they're only out of 10, and like Devil Fruit as well only has one category, even though we know there's like hacks and this and stuff like that. But when it comes to armament, like we kind of made the scale afterwards that it should be, like I'll use Usopp as an example with his observation. Even though he awakened his, right, and his, from what we can gather, is probably a very good type of observation haki. He can't like control it. It's kind of like he's only just awoken it. So even though it is good, because he can't use it when he wants, it should be like a lower tier. I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
There's a
Someone was
copy.
asking,
There's a copy that I
can we
posted
zoom
if
in?
you haven't seen it.
There's going to be a copy, right?
Yeah.
Is the
so-
copy done?
Yeah, the copy.
Yeah,
is
I'm in
what
the copy.
we're using.
And they can't edit the copy, right?
No, they can't.
Okay, so I
So,
can.
You know the one I've got right now says copy of ranking, right?
Yeah.
The one that I'm editing on says copy of ranking.
Yeah, that's ours.
Okay, cool.
Let's change the name to that. Name of that, like, so we don't.
Okay.
Say why would Luffy's not behind Zoro's? They said they can't read the spreadsheet. We're gonna post a link to the spreadsheet in a second, so that everybody can view it. I guess. Specializing does not mean stronger. That's true.
It's also true what that theory said. Speed is inconsistent, so it's hard to measure speed.
Yeah, because then we'd have to go to attacking speed and
Like
actual speed.
look at Screw Attack, for example, how they rated Zoro's speed.
Right.
This
Yeah,
building to this place in 0.3 seconds. Like
It's
what?
it's over 9,000.
Yeah, right. I saw the one that they did with Tracer versus Scout, and it was so dumb. Like the speed thing they just did was like really dumb.
Yeah.
So
DGK, I think you need to
Alright, so
click on the new link because it's still showing the old one.
Okay, so you want me to click on the link you put in the R chat?
yeah.
Bow Wow brought up a good point though. Like when it comes to like haki, just what was it? What was it? He said, let me scroll back up. What was it? He said, specializing doesn't mean that it's stronger. So
Exactly.
but that just reinforces what I'm saying. Like, specialized in it, he hasn't gained control of it, and so it should be lower.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah.
well, I'm putting in the description as well.
Wait, Maisie, that one doesn't update, does it? So say if I was to change something on this private one, will it update to the public one?
Do we start the stream
Yeah,
then?
we'll keep the public one updated with the private one, but we need to have 2 separate copies.
Because on the private one, I've deleted everything, but it's still there on the public one.
Yeah, they're separate.
Okay.
They're not synced, but we can always just copy paste it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
why?
So all right. So the one we're using right now.
Are we supposed to delete everything? Sounds like a bad thing to do.
Yeah, I can always just
Oh,
backspace.
okay.
Okay. So which one are we using right
I don't
now?
know. Did you guys want to start? We're on private at the moment.
The private one. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a private one. Okay. Okay. All right. So we said we're gonna start with Luffy, right? Wait. DGK, you're on the private one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you guys want to start fresh with no other numbers, or?
Yeah. But nothing.
I just want to add this because people seem to be misunderstanding. This list that you're seeing, we just set up. Like, these are not what like we all believe. This was just like a system that we set up, and we just picked a few characters and then ran a few numbers on them roughly to see if the system, was legit. See if it would be like a good system to use. We're probably going to start again,
Yeah.
and then go through it like more thoroughly this time. But it was just showing you like what we're planning to be using to like hopefully scale or pinpoint where people are at. And let's say even if their overall totals come out higher, overall, because let's say kids overall stat comes out higher than let's say Law or even Luffy. It doesn't mean that based on Luffy's abilities, he couldn't beat Kid in a one-on-one, or that Law couldn't beat Luffy in a one-on-one. But we're using this to scale whereabouts they are roughly, and then from that we can go. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll be easier to judge who's where.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so we're starting
you
fresh,
guys are gonna
right?
help us with that.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're starting fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying this is a rough draft. This is we're just rolling this out. It's gonna take some time to be refined, but at least we have a base to really start from.
Yeah.
So I guess we can start with the first character, Luffy.
Yeah.
With armament. Where do we put Luffy as far as armament? Based on the side here with achieved control, advanced, superior mastery.
Oh, like
See, I would say
it's at least in Gear 4. It's at least
advanced. I think he gets the edge. He's right at the advanced scale.
Like, you could even argue that like Red Hawk maybe just teeters on 5 or a 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that he can combine. Yeah, he can combine his double fruit with his armament. So yeah, I think he's advanced
in the chat. Yeah.
What did the chat say?
A couple of them are saying agreement. Yeah.
Yeah. 6. Yeah.
Wait, can they see the side bit as well?
Yeah, I made it so they can.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, they can see that. So people saying 6 and 7. I'm thinking 6. What do you guys think?
I mean, wherever I think it is in advanced, like, do you think bordering on superior to everyone else's, or do you think it's just hit advanced?
No, I would say
it's advanced. Like,
yeah, it's just advanced. There's still other characters that can challenge in Army Hockey.
Yeah.
He just hit advanced.
Okay, cool. The 6 is a good one then. Oh wait, I put it on Zoro. My bad.
Yeah, 6 for Luffy advanced. Observation. Where are we with that?
I mean, I don't think it's anything special. I might be wrong though.
I think it's.
I'll give him a 5 or a 4 in observation. Honestly,
He'd be effortlessly dodging stuff. We're seeing it coming and everything.
But then that's controlled though. I wouldn't say that's advanced. That's like everyday observation.
That's not everyday stuff, because he just be like la 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 la, just blocking everything.
He didn't know where Pico was though in the stone. He had to kind
At
of
the same time, he's like Goku, the way he has his stupid moments. It doesn't mean that he lacks skill in that area. Just because for a moment he didn't know where Pico was.
But that was
both Zoro and Sanji can both use that dodging ability when it comes to observation hockey. So
but Luffy kind of has it. Luffy uses it the best though. Like I only seen Zoro use it like once.
Is this Luffy's
it wasn't the same.
Yeah. Oh man. It's like I don't think it's advanced really. It's like the top end of controlled maybe.
Devil Leg just said this in the
Yeah, I
chat,
think-
which I was thinking this as well. The priest had it as well, which is normal.
I
Like
would
in
say
chat,
4.
Yeah, I'd give it a 5 at most.
Yeah, 5.
The
I'm
thing is,
going with a solid
observation is one of the hardest to rate.
Yeah,
It is
like-
because you can't really
like,
see
yeah,
it.
because
It's
You
only-
can't really see it.
Only a few characters we know like have special.
Like if
observation,
we wanted to put someone right at a base for each observation, like Fujitora would definitely be like one of those top observation haki users because of
You'd be
how
superior,
consistently he
actually,
uses it.
honestly.
Yeah,
The thing though,
exactly. He's up there.
Luffy was using it against top 10 people. He's not just using it against like fodder attacks.
I know, but the type of observation that he's using isn't anything special.
But he
You know what I mean?
uses
Like,
it
for
better than the
example-
people in
For
the back,
example,
yeah.
Okay, so Ty, what number would you give him?
Wait, check it out. Look, when Smoker was in Tashiki body, he used it and Smoker couldn't even touch him anymore. It's like y'all underrating it.
all right, but here
For some reason, I don't know. Like
let
y'all
me put-
shouldn't be so quick to like not give Luffy his
let me put it
what he
this way.
deserves, but then for Fuji be like, oh, it's God level. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Just give
Let
him
me put
overranked
it this
Fuji.
way. Let me put it this way. You see, Kobe, right? He's
Yeah.
like he just achieved his observation thing pre-time skip, right? But his one was on like a whole another tier. It's like it was another tier of observation.
Yeah,
if
just
he-
like Usopp. Just like
he had,
Usopp.
like
Yeah,
if he
like
was,
what's
if
up?
he was
Very
balancing
similar.
it the same way that Luffy was, then his one would probably be like, I'm like giving an example number, let's just say a 9, because of the type of observation it is, as well as him having the control over it. Whereas Luffy's just using basic stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to
I
say?
just thought of something. I just thought that Luffy should probably be advanced. Because when we saw Luffy at Fishman Island, when he was dodging Hody Jones's
See?
water pellets,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure,
he
he was.
he went into that mode where he could dodge everything in a way, like he was just slipping through it. You guys remember that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. But they don't seem to recall it.
It is.
I
and
recall
then-
it. I know what you're talking about.
And then-
What
but-
would
but-
you give him, though? That's what
But
I'm asking.
what are we going to consider? Like, because control
No.
has
What-
3, 4, and 5, right? So
Yeah.
but then and then advanced starts at 6. What
Yeah.
are we going
But I feel
What are we going to
Hold on.
consider the top level of controlled and the bottom level?
what I feel
of,
like what I
level
feel like what Usopp is doing and what Fuji is doing, and somebody else did it too. It was Usopp, Fuji, and Kobe, right?
Kobe,
Yeah.
It's like they have like a special version of it.
Yeah,
it lets them
specialized.
do
I
other
think
things.
that,
I don't. Yeah. I don't think it's them being. I don't think like in Kobe because I don't think he's showing better than Luffy. I think he just has like a special
someone-
version. The same thing with
but the
Usopp.
thing is, like, if we were to rate Kobe, his wouldn't be a 6.
Yeah, his
His
would
would be
like
still a 2 because he can't control it.
Yeah, exactly.
We just haven't seen Kobe, but yeah, from what we know. But if someone can use observation like to manage Kizaru per se, I think their observation is probably pretty good, right?
Yeah. The number I'm seeing most in the chat is a 5.
Yeah,
With
I think
Luffy,
5 would be the best because
I
it's
always
not
felt
like
like his armament and
control, but it's
observation
like
kind of
above
like
that.
the same.
Yeah, actually, I see a lot of 7s as well.
Yeah.
I don't think his
I honestly
observation.
think it should-
I could give
I
him
feel like it should
6.5
be
or
the
something,
same.
but I think it should be higher than 5.
I think
I think
Luffy's
Luffy's
right.
I just think it should be the
Right.
same as his armament, right?
Well, here's the thing. Let's go back, right? When he was fighting Cracker, and Cracker attacked him, and Luffy saw it right at the moment, and he dodged it. He saw the attack coming. We saw it with like with
Yeah, but I
Mihawk
wouldn't-
about to
I
hit him. He
wouldn't
dodged
put
it. I
that
think
down to
Luffy. I think he's
I just
advanced.
thought that was a dodge.
I think he's advanced
That's an
too.
everyday dodge, though.
It's not.
It is, though. Like, he wasn't moving with sonic speed, so what's special about him dodging?
All right,
every
he did
attack?
it. He did it to Smoker and Tashiki body. Brago said he did it to Hody. He noticed it with Cracker, and he's always seeing people like you're strong using his observation hockey. Like there's no one who.
So we agree on
But Sanji can do that, and Zoro can do that as well.
Exactly.
But,
Can we-
but here's the thing, though. When Zoro used observation, it's like he came to like a full stop. He had to focus for a bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
try
See,
to
that's
fix-
the thing.
So I think
Yeah,
Zoro
right.
would be a 5, and Sanji would be a 6 as well on the same level as Luffy.
All right,
Can
so
we-
here's why
I
I
think
think
a 6 is a nice.
Yes,
and,
that's
like,
Reasonable.
we can
I think
agree
it's
on, I guess.
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
6.
But I was gonna say, like, you know how you see controlled, right? By
Mhm.
controlled, like, do we mean so they can activate it whenever they want and they can use it to a really good standard? Because that's what Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji
Right.
are doing. Like, they activate it when they need it, and
Yeah,
it works.
because 0 to
like
2 is
how they want
achieved,
it.
but not controlled.
Exactly. And then advanced
So
would be,
Usopp be at where would Usopp be? Because Usopp is kind of
He's
Probably
cheap.
he's probably cheap, so he'll be like
really
zero.
he's in the middle of that Usopp is fickle right now. Because with Luffy, I think he's definitely a 6, at least a 6.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Anything besides a 5.
Yeah, I got you. That.
All right, that's fine. Then. So what are we moving on to now? Strength.
Yeah.
yeah. Where we
So
at?
this is from 0 to 100 now.
0 to 100. So
Yeah.
strength for Luffy. Hold on, I can't see it. Oh, okay. So strength is 0 to 100.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the hardest one because we don't have anything early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the way he
Very
kind
strong.
of started destroying that ship, I think that was a good feat when you consider.
Yeah, his gear 3rd and gear 4 strength is
Yeah,
just next
that's-
level. So, are we gonna do it like overall or just base? Because I'm thinking overall.
I was
Is
gonna
like,
say we should kind of decide that right now is whether we include Gear 4 as like his top thing in terms of like we base his strength
Well,
off
this
of
this
Gear
is
4.
this is this is a debatable list. Like Gear 4 is obviously his best, so we have to.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Like
include-
it's
he's best.
it's like
Yeah,
what
we're doing his
it's like what the character is capable of. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
that's good. That's good.
And since seeing as Devil Fruit's only 0 to 10, we don't have enough space to factor it in on the Devil Fruit section, so we'll just have to do it on the strength section.
Yeah. So strength. I think Luffy's at least a 70.
Yeah, I'm seeing 75s to 80 in the
I'd say
chat.
high 70, like maybe low 80.
So yeah,
If
so
we want like
I think
really
70,
specific,
But
we're
like,
going like
probably high
76,
70s, probably high
70.
70s from what we know.
So
So we're
like
going like
70,
76, 77 ish.
77, 76.
Yeah,
I'd agree with 76.
80.
80.
80.
I mean, that's not out of the realm.
Nah, check this out though. The thing with that, right? It was never Luffy was
But-
never strong enough. I mean, he was never not strong enough. I mean, like he always had the power. So like, I think his power should be up there.
So this is with
So, I
Gear
mean-
4, right?
Yeah.
This is Gear 4.
Oh,
So
And
yeah,
with
80.
Gear 4, if he
Yeah.
gets even more stronger.
I say 80.
I'd say 80, yeah.
Yeah, head it up to 80.
79.5. No.
80.
I'd say 80. Because people are thinking like Luffy's a very strong character. Like physically, he's a
is.
very
Yeah.
strong dude.
Yeah.
He's a monster. And we're adding Gear 4.
79.5.
So I think base Luffy would probably be like a 70. And like with Gear 4, like pushes him to an 80.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think his base is weaker because it's like once that Gear 4 power wrecked Dofi.
Okay, so let's say his base is like 60,
Let's not
65,
even go there.
and then gear second is like 70, right? Or, well, pushing 70,
You
and
know,
then
all
gear
those
third is
buildings he punched
past
Dofi
that
through
75.
in Gear 4.
I'd say 76 to 80. Anywhere between there, I'm happy with
Yeah, 80 is fine.
All right, so on the
80.
durability.
the durability now.
Yeah, so to go to durability.
Now,
Oh,
what I do want to
well,
say is, yeah,
to me
that
though,
Cracker
like, I
versus-
think
that
his
Cracker versus
durability-
Luffy fight, Cracker versus Luffy fight, that can't be included into durability.
I only think, like, to me, I think his durability is he needs help and he always has to like get like
Yeah.
an extra minute to recover and stuff. I think his durability should be like 75 or 70. I don't think he should have like
Isn't that stamina that you're explaining?
another thing
So
too. Hold on.
let's
Like
hold on. Let me point
his
this out. Let me-
durability should definitely
hold
be 70.
hold on real quick. Let me point out durability is the ability to withstand wear, pressure, or damage. That's what durability is. That's what we're judging on. Not his stamina, but the ability to withstand wear, pressure, or damage.
Yeah,
That's
All right, well,
he
Luffy
has,
is
But if we don't have a category for stamina, so we should combine those two.
Yeah, we can combine them. But it's like with durability, we're looking at both, not just like Luffy's stamina and Gear 4. We're looking at
Got it.
how much.
No.
he can
It's
withstand.
not. It's not. It's like if Gear 4 is a desperate measure move, but it's leaving him vulnerable or
Yeah,
whatever.
you know
That to the point where like his durability ran out. I
yeah.
think we have to factor it in
Which I
somehow.
I think of it like this. Yeah, I think of it like this. If they're working on if they're like
Yeah, his fruit.
that requires a lot of stamina. No, wait, hold on. If they're doing stuff that requires a lot of stamina to the point where it's affecting their body, for example, Gear 2nd and Gear 4th, it like takes a toll on his body if he uses it too much. That could also be classed under durability, because if they're durable enough to do that for a certain extent, like a certain amount of time, you get what I'm trying to say? Like Law, him overusing his fruit, it's a markup to his stamina, but also his durability, because that's hurting him.
Yeah,
also,
Luffy-
yeah,
Luffy's
also, I was
fruit in
thinking about that
general.
as well. Yeah, I was
Luffy's
thinking about
fruit
that with
in
his fruit. We don't have enough with devil fruit to kind of range it, so we have to include the devil fruit with the other
Yeah.
methods.
Yeah, it
so
bleeds into
Luffy
the other things
Bubba-
inherently.
right. Exactly. So he gets a bump for that, but then he gets a ding because of Gear 4.
Yeah.
You know, and so
And
This
another
is
thing
a
too, though,
special
is that
case.
he
based
should
on that,
his durability should be like 70 or like 65 because another thing this happened before, where like you see how Luffy's a 680. The first two areas is kind of low still, but if we give him an 80 on this suit, it makes it harder for him to
Yeah, but
for
remember,
like the Yonkos and stuff, like people who we
no,
know is
no, no.
stronger than him.
Remember, because we're going by these physical.
I don't think it should be in the 60s per se.
I think 70s or 80s or 70s would be fine.
Look, so what would you think of it like this? Would you
It should be
consider
like 65.
Would you consider Luffy's durability excellent? Would you
No.
consider it excellent? So would you consider it
I
great?
think it's great.
Yeah,
It's great.
I think it's
Yeah.
like
great.
great, but to me, just like a 65 grade. That's not
It's
an
in the
area.
middle of great.
That's not an area he specializes in.
It's in the middle of
Okay.
great. So that's 70. 70.
We're
Okay.
comparing it to the other supernovas. It should be like the highest out of all the supernovas, just because of this fruit too. Because like it's
That's not
basically
true. Though.
That's
No,
right.
Turn him in a okay. Yeah, besides the ridge,
when you think
No,
of
but even
King,
Zoro,
when you think of Kid as
Zoro took his own damage from Thriller
Laura's
plus Luffy's
probably
damage.
higher than
Yeah.
Luffy's.
okay. Besides, okay, yeah, you're right.
and
doesn't
think
get
of
that
Kid
deep.
as well. Kid's fruit is like it backfires on him when he uses it as well, as it was pointed out in like the last stream.
Oh, yeah.
Like
So
when
it's-
he uses it back-
People are saying 80 and 90. Come on, guys.
Y'all
I
should
wouldn't
have
go
got
that
80 or
So
90.
Zoro durability is
Yeah,
gonna be
they just
140.
haven't been through what we've been through with this list.
Yeah.
You guys have to remember that we're basing this off of like Yonkos later too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because remember, if
Based off
we
of
give
Yonkos
Because
as well.
you have to scale him in the world, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so Zoro gets 140 durability.
Wait, hold on. I know I'm late, but like, if we're scaling it to everything else, how is his hockey? Shouldn't his hockey be lower than 6 if we're like scaling it to Yonko level?
Really?
Well, not really.
No, no, no.
Because look,
It's a 6 out of 10.
Okay, if we're putting Shanks at all 10s, right? Then
No,
what are we putting Big Mom at?
you ain't playing Shanks at all 10.
Well, we don't know.
No,
That's,
no,
that's
no,
something
I
that we
mean-
would have to wait.
Fruit, would you consider Luffy's armament controlled or advanced?
Well,
I would say
I think
it's
it's
border.
advanced.
that's
It's
something
border.
that
It's not advanced at all.
those are words.
It's not
It is
advanced
not.
at all?
it is.
He's able to he's able to combine it
it.
double.
I mean, I don't think-
Nah, I like
Luffy
not for
is-
nothing. Like
Yeah, but if you're looking at someone like Virgo, for example, right? He can do full body hockey, and he
Anyone
is
I
like,
mean, it's better.
body hockey, honestly.
and he's like a scrub. But yeah, I know. But Luffy can't use full body hockey at all.
He probably
no, hold on. I want to talk to you about that. When Luffy, all right, when
here
Luffy
we go,
goes
Ty.
in Gear 4, right? He's like 80% full body, right?
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
expanding his muscles, so if it compared to his normal body size, he is full body and then some. You get what I'm saying? And then when he does King Konga, he hockeys up that whole big
So like,
giant arm,
yeah.
so he can go full body.
so like Luffy fought
get it?
Cracker. Luffy fought Cracker, and like his hockey's up to par with him, and he's a Yonko commander. Like, how far off can he be from the Yonko? If he was less than a 6, he would be a 5, and if Kaido's a 10, then Kaido has like double the and it scales too. So like a 9 to a 10 is worth
That's
more
not
than
like
a 1
a
to a 2.
comparison. Like what we're trying to get across is that if you are free, right? That means like let's say Usopp, right?
Here.
Now that he's awakened his haki, he could do it whenever he like. Like, oh, there's an enemy coming, turn on the observation. That means he's achieved that free rating because he can now control it. Now then a 4 would be getting better at controlling it, using it for a longer amount of time, blah blah blah. 5 is then the top of that
Right.
set.
There's also
A
like
6
one.
is then advancing the observation to that next level, something special. Luffy has like tons of examples of advancing his armament and haki beyond just being controlled. He can do some special stuff with it too, like
It's
Red
also
Hawk,
really
for example.
important to point out that like if you go like a 9 to a 10 is worth like way more than like a 1 to a 2. Like not all the numbers are equal
I
for
would-
this.
I would
We
say
established that, right?
I would say real quick, we should probably like go to the Yonkos real quick and the Admirals and just put like a number on them for the basic
Okay.
stuff.
Like
Like,
it, like
Let's go to the admiral.
Can we
know the
finish
most about
Luffy
it.
first though?
No,
Like,
well,
I think
My
we need to finish him first.
no, my point is if we let people know where we're ranking the higher level people, it makes more
Yeah.
sense. Or,
Alright,
like
so we'll
overall.
do Luffy, then
Obi,
we'll
let's
move
do
on
a
to
Kaido.
someone else.
Let's do a
Yeah, wait. Should we finish
Okay,
Luffy
yeah,
first?
we can finish Luffy and then we can do like an admiral or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's fine.
But I was gonna say stuff could change too. Like we might give Luffy
Yeah.
something now, but then change it later.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so let's finish Luffy, then we're gonna do a Kaino. Let's do that. Let's
Cool.
finish
Alright.
All right. So what have we got for his devil fruit then?
Devil fruit.
So like devil fruit, the devil fruit things were different. So I didn't say like, oh wait, I did do that. But instead of saying superior mastery, it's superior and awakened.
Okay.
So 10 is only for like awakened devil fruit users.
Yeah.
I think he should be an 8. I feel like he's that 2 away from being
He-
awakened.
Wait,
he's
are we
very-
talking about
yeah.
mastery of the devil fruit or how good your devil fruit is?
Devil
Like-
fruit mastery.
Devil fruit mastery.
Mastery
How
of your
you-
own. Yeah. Mastery of your own fruit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Luffy is
If
definitely like.
if we learn anything from Cracker, the shittest fruit could be amazing if you master it correctly.
Yeah,
Luffy's
true.
definitely at least an advanced.
Yes,
Based on the things we've seen him do, he doesn't
Yeah.
get to superior because of how inefficient it is. Still.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say like 7.5.
You know, I don't even think this one requires much
7.5.
discussion because everyone's
Yeah.
saying 8 in the chat.
Everyone's saying 7 and 8 right now, which is really good.
7.58. That's where I am.
All right, so we doing 0.5s, yeah.
I'm on a
We
7.
can do it. We
It
can
should,
do
it,
point
should,
five.
it should just be an 8. It's not like he's bad in that area. That's still an area. It was because of that he beat Dofi and because he beat Cracker.
Yeah,
His devil
plus
fruit.
there's a lot of different.
Well, you guys
gear
want to
force
play him
modes
currently at
possible.
8? Because I
We
mean,
don't
like
know
he's got Tenku Man and all. Like we know he has more forms. We just don't know
Yeah, that's
where
what I'm
they are
saying.
yet. So we can put him
Yeah,
at
so-
8. Honestly,
We're
Yeah,
seeing
and
a
then-
lot of 8, so let's do 8.
Yeah.
I can agree with it.
Yeah, let's do 8.
So just to clarify, techniques is like the type of stuff. For example, Zoro's swordsmanship would come under techniques.
Right.
Just to like give everyone like a example of what it is. So, for example, if we were thinking of technique, Sanji, you'd have Skywalk,
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
So with Luffy's techniques, we'd have to.
I think he would have
I
to
mean,
not.
If we factor in his gears,
So looking at his gears, his fighting style, how
Devil
how,
fruit.
how
is,
basically.
like,
I don't know. He's really creative, right?
He's very
That's
creative,
what it is.
especially when he was fighting Cracker with Nami, and with
Yeah,
Law.
But then
and
go back to
Luffy, when they're
Luffy fights. He always
combining
figures
them.
out a way to
Wait.
kind of make it work.
Are we gonna combine other people? Like, cause like we have Law and Luffy and then Nami and Luffy. Are we gonna like put that into?
no.
How do we do that?
Wait, so no, this is like a
well,
singular person thing.
That
Okay,
would
if they had-
that would be
Oh,
more
no.
like that would be more Nami, I think, because
Yeah.
she had she had the rain tempo and stuff like that.
That's true.
And
But
Law,
then, for example, if Luffy was to say to like for Law, yeah, if Law was to be the person that said, "All right, Luffy, when you run up here, I'm going to switch you in here. It will work good against this type of fighter," then that would come up as experience.
Yeah, that's Law.
'cause Law's battle
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Because he like
Because-
shows his experience in fighting against other fighters.
Fucking experience. Luffy's been through a war, man.
but remember, like didn't Law wasn't
Wait,
Law
are
the
we
one that
doing
planned it? It was
experience
like
now?
No, we're doing technique.
I don't know. We're still on techniques. I was
yeah,
just like,
technique. Wait, so where are we with Luffy as far as technique? Was that out of 100?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
is
I
Gear
would-
4, Tankman, like are those techniques?
I would do 70, 75 because he still has a lot to go. Like he's
Well,
still
yeah,
got
he-
Smith.
Adds on to that, but he's also like doing like he's creating fire and all this, and he's like inflating himself. Like he's
Yeah,
doing
he
a lot of
did.
stuff.
But it was a good
So-
point though, like that even though like he has Gear 4th and stuff, it is really inefficient. It's like Super
Exactly.
Saiyan 3 or something.
Yeah.
So it's
about it-
techniques like how effective they are. Is that
But,
what you're
like-
say?
You're saying it's inefficient, but like he's still
No, it is
Like,
strong.
not-
It is strong, but it's
yeah he's still knocking
There's
out
a
legends
lot
and stuff
that-
with it.
It's
Wow.
situational.
Yeah, so it's a 77. I think 70.
All right, that's good.
70? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm happy with that.
Like based
You
on
roll
what
that-
people saying 75, 70.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I think he gets like a +2 bonus because of how like creative he is with his techniques.
Yeah, anybody
Very
saying
creative.
anybody saying 70 what they were saying? Anybody saying 75 is a fanboy. You need to stop that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put it too high because wouldn't Law's techniques be a little bit better than Luffy's?
Oh
Just
yeah,
because
yeah.
how effective they are.
Law would
that's
get
true.
like a slight boost. Yeah, a slight bump.
Wait, Theory's saying 70.
70's a nice.
Why are you saying 70 theory?
Because like, for example, his base form techniques like Gear 3rd, Gear 2nd. We've seen how like broad his stuff is. Like he's got Red Hawk, he's got the Hawk Gatling. He does Gatlings, blah blah blah. Elephant Gun, Elephant Gatling, right? But when we saw them compared to Cracker or Dofi as well, they were useless.
True.
And if you sort of think about his techniques, they're all very simple. They're just like stretching body, headstrong, like except for
He's
obviously
still-
Gear 4th and stuff. And then if
You're
you
right,
compare
you're
that to techniques like fucking Zoro or like Mihawk.
I don't agree with that because it's
well,
like
let's go back to Gear 2nd, right? Like,
Yeah, go back to like
that's-
pre time skip and then look at post time
that's
skip and you look at
amazing. I do think. Okay,
Yeah.
probably like a 74 then.
Wait. I don't agree with that because you're saying that like he busts out a new King Kong. I mean, he busts out a new like organ attack, which we never seen before. He has his techniques. Another thing is that like you're saying how efficient it was against Dofi and Cracker. Do you really think Zoro would have Sanji techniques would have did better? You seen how fast Dofi took out Sanji? Luffy's the main character. If anything, his techniques is going to be one of the highest in the crew. I
But
think you're looking at it the wrong way.
Well, he's gonna be the strongest.
I can see that, but it's just like his
Yeah, it doesn't
techniques
have to-
now compared to these higher tier guys. That like they're very.
But what do you
creative.
think?
They
But
used to be
what do you
amazing.
think?
Now they're not.
Look what Zoro. All right, remember when Zoro did his techniques on Kuma? How ineffective it was. So it's like they wouldn't fare any better. So that's not the best way to take points off of Luffy for that because he's.
Well, it's just like Rayleigh like made a point to say that it's like it eats up too much hockey and it's like not.
I would say this.
But he has a bunch though.
We have to kind of base off of what gear 4th to gear 5th will be in terms of like the difference of like.
We don't even need that because we don't.
We're not looking at.
We have to
I mean, like so. Hold on. So
Right.
y'all just gotta pay the King Kong organ thing. No mind like that other attack.
Let's look at
like
this. Let's look at this.
he has abilities.
Real quick.
Yeah, I was talking about his base gear 4. His techniques are a higher caliber, but they still
that Calvary thing he did, that follow Dofi like the snake.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
son. That shit was crazy.
Bouncing off the air.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Order in the
Luffy's
court.
techniques, right? With Luffy's techniques, if say we're at Dressrosa, like at the end of Dressrosa, and now we find out Luffy has like organ and stuff like that, does he get a bump because of organ and Tank Man?
Yeah, he should. It's like if not, why would you be like oblivious to something to his
Like,
skills?
so-
Like, I don't get it.
So at Dressrosa, how much
Son,
would it
Dofi,
be?
that Calvary thing had Dofi shook.
hold on. At Dressrosa, how much would his techniques be? After Dressrosa.
After Dressrosa or during like when it's
Like,
fight.
Like
75
after
or
King
something.
Gongon.
I would
After
say
King
65
Konga.
to 70.
Wait, we
Seems
should
like 5 to
decide
7.
on a rough number so that, and then we'll
So, are we-
even if we decide later, we'll just come back and change it.
Yeah, I think
Somewhere
we should-
between 75 or 70 and 75.
75. Let's put it at 75.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think that's too high, but you can go for it if you want.
Yeah, I would say 73.
I don't think it's too high. I think y'all underrating his abilities for some reason.
All right, that's cool. So experience.
All right, so 75. Experience. Let's go.
Experience was all right. So 0 to 20 is rarely fighting. 21 to 40 is competent fighter. 41 to 60 is average fighter. 61 to 80 he's an advanced fighter. 81 to 90
He's
he's
definitely
an experienced
advanced.
fighter. Or
He's
90
an advanced fighter.
battle G.
He's advanced, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
that's-
He's had a lot of fights.
experience is supposed to determine like their adaptability, like what they can do on the like mid battle, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiki with the flash stuff and all that.
Wait,
Say
what?
that again, Master J?
I said, kind of like how Luffy learned how to use Rokushiki. Remember, and that's how he made Gear Second. How he
Oh
can run.
yeah,
from-
Roku's, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right
Very
back. by the way.
adaptable.
I think he's right at the edge of advanced.
Yeah.
I
I see in the chat a lot of people saying 81. They think he's quite experienced.
I would say
I
compared
don't-
to most
I
people.
don't think
he
he
could
would
do
know
it.
how to.
80
But
is
it's too
ridiculous.
high.
Don't say something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
80.
I
Come on.
don't.
That is
I
quite-
don't agree with 80
that's
because
quite
then
high.
when you think about like
put
his
it at-
experience,
I could put it at
his experience,
73.
I don't think he'll know what to do against like a fruit like Big Mom. Like
Yeah,
which
but
Okay,
at
well,
70.
let's look at it like this. All right. He's fought a lot of people in the East Blue. He's fought a lot of people in the Grand Line. He's come up. He's fought in a war. He's escaped like the most notorious prison. He's fought
So
all the
73.
warlords.
a lot of this
Almost
is
all
help.
Yeah,
the
but
warlords.
guys,
A lot of
like, so if a lot of the other characters.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know what the other characters have done. I think Luffy's right on advanced. I would say like in a 70 range, 75.
I think it's lower than that, man. I think you're giving him too many props.
What do you
Yeah,
give
I'm
him,
saying
Alpha Theory?
I'd say it's on like 60,
I give him
65.
at the most a 65, and then I think
Yeah.
it might even be lower than that.
I agree with that.
I don't know. It's because we've been with Luffy like for all of his fights, so we're like he's been through everything. But I don't know. And then
Yeah.
Because Kid
Because
did
when you
fight
compare
Kaido,
that
so
to-
he's already bumped up higher
That's-
than Luffy.
yeah,
If you think about it.
Here's the thing though.
When you
Like, Luffy
compare
right
that
now,
to-
say we give him 65, right? We give him a 65. What would it take for Luffy to get to a 70? Like, say Luffy,
Um,
say he gets past whole cake. Does that push him to a 70? Like, because
I would
Yeah,
say
I'd say after whole cake it'd probably be a 70.
Yeah, I see. Because he's
Especially
fought a
if he fights
Yonko
Big Mom.
commander. Like, come on.
And then after Zoe, probably a 75.
yeah,
So,
like I mean,
okay,
look at
so
it this way. Yeah.
but experience,
Nekomamushi and Igarashi, they've been on so many people's ships. They've been through so much. They've been through so much, Nekomamushi and Igarashi. Like people like them are the upper tier of experience.
a kind of way that I can think of to compare it would be like where was Shanks
After
and
one.
like Kaido?
Yeah, now that when you put it
you're
that
right.
way,
No,
when you-
theory's right here.
when you
Theory's
when you
right.
look at it, people like a Kainu and like the Yonko, like imagine like they fought everyone in the entire world.
Imagine
Like,
how many- yeah, you're right. So around
That's true.
64. Guys?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
64.
Yeah, because we still have Wano. We
Because
have
honestly,
Yeah, Luffy hasn't
honestly,
fought like swordsmen and all that, or giant. Well,
honestly,
not a
let's
lot
look
of
at this.
giants.
You know, guys, I think Kid would be higher here.
yeah, I would say
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
he fights everyone.
Kid would be
And
higher
on top
here.
of that,
So
as Theory said last stream, Luffy's getting babied through a lot of this.
yes.
So he's not really learning it as much as other people would because he's always had that person. Makes any sense? Like he hasn't had to and think, shit, if I really do this, I'm gonna die. Like look now, he hasn't learned from his mistakes.
No.
He's still in really shitty positions. So.
Yeah, he's still yelling at Big Mom, "Come fight me! Come fight me!" Like that.
Exactly. Whereas I don't think Kid's ever gonna do that again.
Very experienced.
All right. So
yeah,
the
no,
not
but
been
see, like-
broken yet.
That still makes him experience though, because he's dealing with every single person that crossed paths with him, getting that experience. It's like you can't take that away from him. He's still getting like that XP.
Yeah, but like Ty, look at Kid, right? He entered the New World and has been facing the New World for 2 years straight up.
Yeah.
And like
Fine.
Luffy was away
Like-
for 2 years just training.
And even on
All
top of that,
but look, Theory, look what you just said. You said
Hold on, but training,
Is
it does get him
experience,
stronger,
so,
but it's
yeah.
not battle experience. It's not going to help
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
no, just training this battle because he was fighting. All right, when Dofi, he was like, "Yo, I fought monsters bigger than you," or whatever the case was. It is experience. It's not.
All
I'll put
right,
it like
but-
this.
It
Kid
is
gets more.
experience.
Wait,
but
look,
I think
listen,
he'll get
listen.
more out of that.
Kid gets more experience than Luffy for that, but he still gets experience, and then he's still out there in the new world doing stuff, getting even more experience.
Let me put it to you this way, yeah. Let me put it to you this way. When you're playing 2K, yeah, if you're playing against the computer, they're kind of predictable. Do you get what I mean? They do the same sort of patterns, all of that shit. But when you're playing against a real player who's able to like adapt on the spot, it's kind of different. So when you're fighting animals, in Luffy's case during his time skip, it's kind of the same because animals, they all have that animal instinct. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So they're all
I get what you're
fighting
saying.
similar patterns. We know their power levels are on different
But I'm not
things, like
saying.
their durability,
But he
different,
wasn't-
all of that stuff.
He wasn't playing 2K all day though. He was like he fought Hardy, Dofi, Cracker. It's like he has.
Oh no,
No,
Hardy.
but we're talking about like the time skip. So, for example, Luffy's time skip was fighting against AI. Was playing
No,
against
no,
AI.
no, no.
Yeah,
Whereas
but you-
his time skip
look
Time
at
was
it-
skip
real-
experience. I mean, like during the time skip experience, Kid had more experience. Yeah, but Luffy still got some too.
you have to put it into perspective though. Okay, so say Luffy's been in the New World for like 2 months, right? All the supernovas have been in the New World for like 2 years, and then even when you look at that, the Yonkos have been in there for like what 20 years, something like that.
Yeah,
The
and so
Admirals 30 years. I don't know.
if you just
People- I
like look
see
at
people
what
mention
Luffy,
Like for example,
Look at what Luffy has been through
Luffy
from
didn't
2
even
months
know.
in the New World.
Luffy didn't even know what awakening was.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
people mention the Marineford, but at Marineford, let's be honest here, Luffy was overmatched.
He was running the whole time.
Like,
And Luffy went through all this in 2 months, and Kid has been out there for 2 years.
Yeah, Kid's been out there. So not as Kid's gonna be like 10
And-
points higher than Luffy.
Yeah.
He's
All
gonna.
right, so the overall for Luffy right now is 309. So you guys wanted to like move on to Alkaino or someone, right?
Let's do a kind of scale it in a way. Let's do
Okay.
a kind.
All right, so I'm on Alkaino right now.
It's gonna be hard to do a Akainu because I think of a Akainu probably higher than anyone in the call right now.
I would say we should do one of each, like a Yonko commander, Admiral, and a Yonko to see, like, make sure like Luffy's not going over like a Yonko commander, etc.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we can do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. I want to keep this like an hour, but let's do 2 more. So I kind of know who else? Like Cracker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cracker.
Is there anyone that we know a little bit better than Cracker on this list?
Well,
No, because he's
Dofi.
the most recent. I guess.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
Trackers.
Let's do Cracker.
All right,
Let's
so-
do a kind and Cracker.
So who we doing
All right.
first?
So for armament, where do we
Let's do Cracker first, I'd say.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do a Yonko.
I mean,
Wait,
we'll
so-
just go.
wait, who are we
But I
doing
think
first?
we have to do.
Let's do Cracker because then we've already seen him fight Luffy, so we can compare like stats to each other.
All right, so his armament is above Luffy's, right? We can all agree that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have
I'd
to be
say-
like a 7.5 or an 8, right?
Wait, how does
Yeah.
it? How is it above Luffy's when Luffy broke through his armament? Like his armament is impressive, but I don't think it should be above Luffy if Luffy.
Yeah, but you have to realize that Luffy used all of his armament just to like kill some of his biscuit soldiers, and Cracker didn't run out of armament the entire time until like the very end, to where he was getting tired.
Yeah, and Luffy kept regenerating his like armament by eating crackers.
No,
So-
listen, I'm not saying Luffy has the infinite durability to deal with him, but I mean that Luffy's armament is strong enough to break Cracker's armament. So how is Cracker's armament stronger?
Yeah, I
If you
got
get
a
what I'm trying
question.
to say.
Is
No,
armament
that's
exactly?
that's not.
Is armament and defense the same thing, or is defense taking over durabilities? Like,
Well, I mean, my understanding of armament hockey is something to where like you can put out like a higher defense in terms of armament hockey or higher attack in terms of armament hockey, but it like takes more out of you. So like Luffy is putting all of his armament hockey into like those attacks, right? But Cracker isn't using as much to defend against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So what are we giving him?
Yeah.
Is he like?
With Cracker, I think he's okay.
If we
so
could
as
do
far as-
0.5, I would do 7.5.
No, here's the thing.
I was bordering on
Let's look at it this
superior.
way.
I was thinking he's superior to Luffy, but then when I think of it in like the whole scheme of the world, is he really
Yeah.
superior to these upper?
He's a 7 or
Let's
an
look at
8.
it this way. Defensively, who's better at armament?
Oh, definitely Cracker. His biscuit.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
When you consider the fact that he's blending it with his fruit, though, Luffy's
Oh,
like
yeah.
giving it a rubbery feeling. Is that really
Yeah,
under
true.
Cracker?
That's true.
I think
why
that's
we-
probably I think that
In terms of like offense
I give Cracker the
and
edge.
defense, Cracker has the edge, right? But in
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
last moments, he didn't even use haki against
just had a
Luffy's
brain
rubber
fart.
thing. Whereas,
Oh,
whereas in Doflamingo's case, he used haki on his foot and still got hit by the rubber effect. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
what we
understand.
rating him, a 7 or an 8?
I think a 7 would be more reasonable.
7.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Because like Ty said as well, like when there was only one soldier, Gear Force haki was enough to break it. But when he brought out multiple soldiers, it was harder, but he was still breaking them.
Yeah.
That's true.
We have Luffy at a 6, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luffy had a 6, so Cracker is at a 7.5.
Yeah, so a
7.5.
7.5 is good.
think about
Yeah,
observation for all these characters is it's literally going to be impossible.
It's
to
a
Yeah,
toss.
it's really hard.
Observation.
It's just like a guess.
But at the
Cracker's
same
good,
time,
so
it's,
I don't
it's
know.
one of those things where it's only a 10, a meter of 10, so it's not that big of a deal.
But like what you'd have to do for observation, right, is you'd have to scale it with people we know whose observation is incredible, like NL or Fujitora or like
Or
you know,
Big Mom.
those kind of people, or Big Mom and stuff like that. Like
So with
people that can see like the entire island, like those
Yeah.
people are crazy.
Yeah, and since
That's
Cracker
insane.
he didn't show any crazy like observation, his should be like a 5 or a 6, right?
No, I'll put it at 7. I'll put it at 7.5 with his armament because like
Wait,
I
Cracker,
wouldn't-
Cracker
don't know.
observation. Whoa, hold on.
When you look at the fight, yeah, when you look at the fight, they were kind of matching each other. Like they were dodging each other's attacks and stuff, but Cracker was dodging at a
Yeah.
better level than Luffy was.
True. This is the thing, and this is probably where the problem came at. Cracker's offense was so good, we didn't get to see his observation, but at the same time, he was blocking stuff. I mean, dodging stuff.
Yeah.
So his observation
And
was
he-
crazy too.
And the fact that he dodged it and then managed to quickly jump out and cut his arm at the exact same time.
I would leave it at a 7 just because of the fact that I think they made it a point to showcase that his armament was stronger than his observation. So I wouldn't put it on the same level. If
That's
you,
true.
Okay,
That's true.
all right.
It's a 7, yeah.
Wait, does
7
everyone
or
does everyone agree with that? Everyone here agree with that?
I can agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, I agree.
I think what we're gonna have to do
Okay.
is people like in
Yes.
certain strengths, like Yonko commanders, are gonna have like 7s and then stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have their own little individual kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did come up with that at one point as well. So say if like there's someone that we don't know at all, for example, Smoothie, yeah, we have no idea if she has observation or armament,
Mhm.
but we're gonna say, seeing as she's a Yonko commander, we'll give her like a base stat of 70 of 7, sorry, until we learn more about it.
Hopefully, but I think we're gonna see her soon.
So we
So
can do this. Yeah, we can do this. We can put her on the same level as someone that's like ranked the same. Like we know of Cracker, so we can put her observation
Yeah.
at least a 7, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so especially since we can assume she's stronger than Cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So so at least a 7
yeah, okay,
since we haven't seen it.
yeah, that makes sense. So for strength,
What else? Strength.
Now this is tough.
61
This
to
was
8.
gonna be hard.
I think the hard one's going to be durability.
Yeah, no, I think his durability.
He
isn't
cut
bad.
through.
No pun intended.
His power was strong enough to like make Luffy bleed. With
Yeah,
his arm,
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He did cut through
That's true.
Luffy's Gear 4th arm.
And then from what y'all was
Yeah.
saying, if he would have hockeyed up again, he probably would have cut through Tank Man, but we don't know that.
For me to like rank something like strength, it's gonna be like impossible because I would have to know where everyone stands on like someone like Ben Beckman for me to like I don't know.
We haven't even seen
Well,
Ben Beckman do
That's
nothing.
what I'm saying.
All right,
No,
wait, real quick, yeah. Everyone in the chat, put what number you think Cracker's strength would be. Like, I just
Look
wanna
at where
see what
Luffy is, though. Do we think Cracker is stronger than Luffy?
All I'm saying is Bet Beckman can sell the Straw Hats.
Well, he did. Well, it's tricky, Brago,
Please.
because like in an arm wrestling match, we don't know, but he was able to make Luffy bleed. Another thing that I'm thinking about was like, when was the last time we seen Luffy bleed from a cut? So like, I think Oda was trying to show us something. Like he cut Luffy and made him bleed. I think he should get like a 85.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 85s, 83s. Like, loads of people are putting him in the 80s range.
I say 82.
So,
We're gonna see.
okay, wait. Let's for strength, right? What are we incorporating with strength? This is physical strength, right?
Yeah, physical strength.
Yeah.
So, like,
And
this
Gear
would
4?
have to include his Devil Fruit the same way we did it with Gear 4 Luffy.
So I think he's probably like an 82, 83. Probably like slightly stronger than Luffy.
Yeah.
All right,
And his
so for
durability-
Cracker's durability, like his fruit is weird because a lot of people say it's like a defensive fruit, but it's like an externally defensive fruit. It's like outside of him. It's like a mech or something.
True, but it took Gear 4th Luffy to even take him out of that form. So like that's some durability right there.
when you think about it, no one's done that to him. Like,
Yeah.
very few people have done that to him. And then when you
so he
think,
gets a bump.
carry on.
Yeah. Wait, go ahead, Ovi. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, like, when you think we included, so we kind of marked Luffy down with his durability because we factored in his base form. Like, his base form's kind of getting fodderized right now. So if we do that, if you do the same thing with Cracker, he would get ranked down because he really hates pain.
Yeah, but you gotta get past the soldiers to hit him.
Yeah,
bro.
but you got to get past the. You got to say he still has like an extra layer protecting him.
So then let's just say, like, his soldiers were like at a 90, but then the fact that if you do get past that, you're kind of one-shotting him.
Yeah,
In a
see,
sense.
it's a balance, you know?
Is he
So
more
let's just,
durable
like,
than
yeah,
Luffy?
But there's an argument to be had that he has really good developed armament because he hates pain. So
Yeah.
Well, again,
So if you
then
imagine
also
his-
look at the fight, right? Look at the fight with him and Luffy. Look how long it took, even though he was at a severe disadvantage for Luffy to even get into it, and he had to attack Luffy for him to actually lose. You know, so
Yeah, true.
his
So what would
durability,
you put his durability?
it has to be higher than Luffy's at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I would say
85.
75. No, I'd say 75. Wait, let me check this.
People are going to be like, "Oh, but yeah, he can't resist."
Wait,
pain."
but hold on, look.
that
But
thing's ridiculous.
if let's say Cracker versus Bellamy, right? He's not breaking the armor. Cracker versus Sanji. Well,
You
Sanji's
gotta
probably
break
not
the
breaking
armor.
the armor.
Yeah, so he's like a
I wouldn't put
70,
his
75.
durability into excellent. Yeah, I'd put that. Keep it
I
as
don't
a
know, like
grade.
I'm not sure, like Cracker's
Or like
strength.
an 80.
I don't think like Cracker's strength, like damage output, is more than like Luffy's. Like he's not as destructive.
But
I'd
he's
say-
still
Okay,
But, like,
so
he's a
wait, hold on.
swordsman.
Wait,
and
I
he's a
disagree with
swordsman,
that,
and he
'cause
still cut Luffy and made him bleed though.
You know what I get?
So he was strong enough to do that.
I guess what Theory's saying is like cutting Luffy. Gear 4 wasn't more strength; it was just technique.
Yeah, right. But then when you also think that he
In a
kicked
way.
Luffy across the forest, like you saw the guy flying in a couple panels. Like that's
Yeah.
equivalent to Luffy punching Doflamingo. Well, okay,
Yeah, yo, his
Not
offense
quick,
was so
but-
crazy that like Luffy couldn't do nothing. Like he had to go to Gear 4. I was
Yo,
the panel. I'm
and then
like,
consider.
I think his
Just
numbers
because
are,
he's making these soldiers at this size, there's nothing stopping him from making a giant one.
yeah, and that's the thing too. He did all of that while in the bulky soldier too. He was still like he was like doing all that crazy
Wait,
stuff.
guys, let me ask this question. Someone just asked, "How is Cracker's stats going to be stronger than Luffy's if Luffy beat him?" I get that he had help, but he still won.
all right. First
Oh,
off,
but-
let me.
What part of- what
you're
part of he had help?
Brago,
Don't you
already know where
understand?
that's going.
Him having help helped him win. Get it?
I would say
It let him win.
I would say the best way to kind of think of it is when he first showed up in his armor form, right? He was overpowering base Luffy and Gear 2nd Luffy and Gear 3rd Luffy. But so he basically said that Luffy was equal with Gear 4 to his armor set, And the only
For
reason
one
that
of
we
them.
saw him starting to lose, the only reason we saw him start losing was because Nami and the homies were helping him.
Yeah, also because like the reason he even got the final blow on Cracker was because he pulled out that new form that was like so ridiculous that like you can't even like predict like what the fuck is going to do. It was like
Yeah.
so random that like and like it was also like a combination of Cracker just being tired. He just like
And retarded.
He got pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got
And this
pissed
is
off.
this is Cracker solo stats, and this is Luffy solo stats. This is not a Luffy and Nami fusion stats. So like,
no, but like
Fusion. Ha!
I feel like Cracker's durability is like a little bit too low. Like 75. Like I feel like out of like the he should have higher durability than like.
But
It's strength.
another thing, Froob. I think we're gonna see Cracker again.
no, I agree with you on that. I said his durability should be higher.
It should be higher, but we
Think about it. Think about it this way. Like,
At least put it at 80 if you're not gonna
We
put it
could
at
like make his durability higher.
because
in
for
the
people
forest.
for people who can't break, who don't have gear 4 output, they can't even touch him. So that's like he's invincible to them.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, what was his bounty again? Like 860 or something like that. I forget.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what this means. Gear 4 output. What does that mean?
If you can't dish out a gear 4th level attack that Luffy used to break in the first place, he's invincible to them. He's like God to he's like God to Bellamy. He's like to somebody like Bellamy. He's like God to people like Barto.
The thing is though, it's like as far as a gear 4 output, like that's hard to range because let's go to someone like we've seen like Marco, where we feel like he's not that destructive. We say
No, of course, Marco has gear 4th level output, but we're not talking about people like Marco. I'm talking about like people like even like let's say like if Sanji does a move, right?
We don't think Sanji's stronger than Cracker, so that's irrelevant.
Wait, so what you said? You think or you don't?
No, Sanji isn't stronger
No,
than Cracker.
Right, no. But still, I just want to say this though. Let's say Sanji he breaks through the Biscuit Soldier, right? He does a gear 4th level attack, right? He's worn out after that. He can't do that again. But Cracker can make soldiers forever. So it's like he's too much for people who doesn't have the type of output. And then if you could do a crazy haymaker and you can't keep it up, he's still stronger than you because he can just make a bunch of them. I think he needs more durability than that. Like it's like Luffy made it look easy.
I mean,
Luffy made it look easy with the help, but he's like an 85. He's a problem for most people.
So do we think like Cracker's whole thing is his durability?
Yes.
Like he's primarily.
Because okay,
I
if you
think
think
we-
about
the thing
it.
is,
No, listen.
I think we could lower his strength a little bit and higher his durability a little
Yeah,
bit.
I agree 100% because if you look at like Cracker, right, he has like an 800,000 or 800 million bounty. I mean, right, and it's all just from like no one has ever even seen his like real body, right? So like that, like imagine how durable he is.
But I mean, yeah.
But here's the thing though, how much do we ding him for
brute strength? Sorry.
No,
You know,
how
no
much
one's
do we ding
really
Cracker?
agreeing.
Because once you get past that,
But getting
Is that-
past that is something on is something of his own or whatever like that. That's like
But the thing about Cracker is like it's so hard to like rank him like that, like because like his durability alone is like on the lower end, but like you have to
And-
factor in the Cracker part of it.
The way the fight was
so
going,
are we
like,
going to?
the fight
but
was
here-
see, look,
going-
wait, Brago, look. So here's what I'm trying to say. So look, so Sanji versus Cracker, right? Sanji this is not like all right. If his durability was as low as you think, that mean that anybody could just get a few blows on him and beat him. But because his armor so hacks, people like Sanji they can't even mess with him or whatever. And he can make a bunch of them.
no. But what I'm saying is, what ties into his durability a lot is his Devil Fruit. So he gets a bump there.
I would
but
say
his durability, as far as him and how he can withstand wear,
I think
And like Luffy probably is stronger than
But his
Cracker
devil
for, like
fruit-
strength wise.
yes, he's physically stronger. So his durability should be higher, but his strength should be lowered.
I feel
Like,
like
the way the fight was going was
That would
Luffy
make
was,
sense. His strength
just,
shouldn't be lower
Luffy
because
was getting worn
he has
out. Like he
Luffy.
wasn't losing strength wise. He was just getting worn out.
I would say
Yeah, the reason why I think the strength should be lower is because when you think about it, we already have Cracker's armament hockey higher
True.
than Luffy. So you see what I'm saying? Like his strength it shouldn't be higher than
It's
Luffy.
not
We've
just,
seen
it's not
his
just that
armament-
as well, guys. Like you have
we've
to
seen his
remember, like,
armament cut
you have to
though.
remember, guys. Like even in that 11 hours, yes, his orders were to capture him alive, but if he was that much more physically strong than Gear 4 Luffy, he would have just got him on the ground and just pinned him there.
Yeah, I'm
like,
trying
do
to-
you know what I mean?
I feel like you should switch strength and durability in my opinion.
Like, it
so
it shouldn't have been as hard as it was if his strength was.
Yeah,
that much.
I would
So
say-
are you on board for the?
Yeah, let's switch him. Switch him.
I would say this too. I think his techniques should outweigh the other two factors of like his hockey and durability and shit.
And his
So
Devil
I
Fruit
think his
gets a
techniques was his highest like value.
All right, cool.
Yep. So Devil Fruit.
Devil Fruit is gonna be like a 9, right?
It's gonna be a high.
To me, his
I-
Devil
I-
Fruit was awoken.
Yeah, I thought he's
So
awakened.
he gets a 10.
You think he
Well,
gets
no,
a
we
10
didn't see that. We didn't see that. Give him.
Yeah. So that's it's like put it like this. Yo, Brago, he doesn't have to say I'm awakened. Like why does he have to say that? You seen that?
But
he was
everybody
making-
does,
This-
right?
No. Listen. You seen he
I
was
feel
making
like it'd be
biscuit soldiers
necessary for him to-
forever. He was making biscuit soldiers without using energy. Once his food is like that, where you could do techniques without using.
Okay.
Luffy did it too. That's when you're awakened. He doesn't have
Right.
to say he's awakened for him to be awakened. It's like come
Alright.
on with that.
Well, I do
I agree with you, but like, I think Oda needs to make it a.
No, he doesn't. It's like don't be that
No,
type of reader.
that's-
Don't be a special ed reader like that. You need to
It's just like every
he's
time
awoken.
you see someone with a new fruit,
No,
they
'cause if
introduce
he
that
was-
fruit
he was
and they make a
trying-
card for it.
Well, I agree with Kai, right? That
That's
he
like
does-
saying he doesn't have to say he has a devil fruit. Oh yeah, he has a devil fruit. Oh yeah, he has hockey. Like he kind of has to say like, lots of Luffy was like, oh, his hockey's stronger. Oh I have the biscuit fruit.
I do agree
So
with
he
Ty
kinda
that
has
he
to say.
probably might be awakened, but like also at the same time, putting him at a 9 is kind of ridiculous, or a 10 for me is kind of
Probably
ridiculous
might-
because
Exactly.
when I think of like 10, I think of like Big
Yakos.
Mom, right? For example, because like she is probably like it has like the highest mastery of the devil fruit out of
No,
like.
but
anyone in the series.
No,
you're
but
getting
see-
it. But fruit, you're getting it wrong, right? It's like each fruit has their own kind of like level amongst each other, which we're not
Yeah.
rating here, which is a. But like that's something for far later, plus discussions. But
Yeah, her
what
fruit
we're
is more
talking about
hacks
is
if anything.
mastery.
But
if you awaken, that is
you reach
mastery.
mastery, yeah.
You have
No,
to
but
have to
I mean I
And
understand.
another
what you're
thing
saying,
too
but, like,
is that
there's, like,
even
levels to it.
Crocodile, he mastered his devil fruit too, so he's a 10 too.
And it's like just
Yeah.
It's not impossible to
like
get
okay,
to.
but that's also the thing is like you can't just awaken your devil fruit and then it's done. Like you can go further and further. Like
that's what I'm trying to say,
it's
like-
partial awakening, like full on awakening. All that stuff.
Even someone like
I
we
don't-
saw in this chapter probably has an
Like
awakening.
even like Doflamingo might not have done everything his devil fruit was capable of.
Yeah, I
because,
think
like-
I'm not ready to put Cracker at awakened.
Because like you guys are
Well,
saying,
see,
like
that's not fair because based on the manga, Crocodile said I mastered my devil fruit to perfection. Crocodile did it. We seen Dofi.
Yeah, as far as he knows.
Cracker using those abilities.
Yeah.
It's mastered. Get over it. Like they have a 10 in that area. It's
he's
one
superior,
area.
but he's-
This is not like they have a 10 in every single stat. One area, double fruit. Like as far as people, like another thing with Big Mom is that she has a 10 too, most likely, but then her fruit is like hacks, like more hacks than
yeah, but
lords. So
you're
they have the hacks double fruits.
nah, because
Yeah,
I disagree
I
100% with that because I feel like Big Mom's devil fruit is on a whole nother level than Cracker.
Yeah, like hold on. See how Akainu was like to Ace, my double fruit is better than yours on something like that. But as far as you mastering your fruit, those people are all on a 10. They
I
don't.
don't know. It's hard to say
As far
because like
as
The Yagos
Alright,
just
let's-
have better,
let's- alright,
just have
alright,
better
this is
devil
the-
fruits.
Ty's right, guys.
We're taking too long on this.
Yeah.
Let's-
but
let's-
yeah,
let's-
well, yeah, Ty is
let's
right.
vote
But
on
as far as Cracker, we don't know if he's awakened or not.
Let's
Like,
vote. Let's vote on it. Fruit. Do you think 9 or 10?
I think 9.5 at absolute max. I don't think there's any way you can
To
get
me,
higher.
10. He was like
All right.
he was
Theory, what you
awakened.
got?
I don't know.
Wait.
Theory 9 or 10.
I got 10, man.
Escape 9 or 10.
I say like 9.5 ish.
Obi 9 or 10.
I'd say 10.
Maisie.
I don't know. I guess a 9, 8.5, 9. Because, like, that entire fight, I know he had the orders not to kill him, but, like, he just kept making the same figure over and over and over and over. And, like, apparently, like, he said he had all these different models, but, like, why would he just do that over and over and not try to, like,
That was his
adapt to the rain or,
He had
like...
orders not to kill Luffy, so it's like he
All right,
kept-
Master J 9 or 10.
Yeah, I know. But that doesn't mean...
I feel
Huh?
both y'all's points, but I'm just gonna go with 10 because technically Ty's right.
Yeah, I see
Yeah, but
mostly.
do we
10.
know if it's awakened or not? Like,
Yo,
is
it was even pointed out. It was like, yo, he
I'm
really
just-
could
I'm
make
asking,
biscuit
I
soldiers
don't
all
know.
day. I didn't think he could do that.
Well,
It's
here's
like,
the thing. Here's the thing. If he wasn't awakened, how would he make biscuits?
Let me say that because I think it's something like the wax fruit, how he could create
Yeah.
cannons and stuff of
He
wax.
just created.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
but
craft.
it,
I
but
don't
it's a
think it was an
craft.
awakening.
Yeah,
But over time, right,
but the example would be right. Mr. Free using the floor as like part of his fruit. Like
Right.
Cracker was turning the environment into biscuits. Like,
yeah,
he was also.
Wait, was he? I thought he
What
was
did-
like
what did he
forming
do?
it
What did
out
he
of
turn it
nothing.
He didn't turn anything into
I
biscuits.
see.
What did he
It's
do?
Yeah,
out
like
of
nothing.
That I
Forming
would
it
say
out of
that.
nothing is even better.
Okay, but
Wait,
the thing is like, okay,
like,
we're-
like he's got his hand on the floor, right? And the biscuits are like forming out of the ground, like the soldiers coming out of the ground.
I saw him formulating it
When
in,
did he do
the, in the air, like out of nothing.
No,
If he
there's another
forms
scene
out
when
of
he's
nothing,
making
that's
the entire army. Like they're coming out of the materials
Okay,
surrounding.
but hold on. Would we? Are you guys saying that Cracker and Big Mom have the same level of Devil Fruit mastery? Like, I just want to.
Yeah, but Big Mom has a better fruit.
No. That's
and she has more experience. Those type of
Okay,
things
but, like,
is in.
Big
That's
Mom
the
has
thing.
like an entire eye. Like her Devil Fruit is like okay. I don't
That's
know.
a better devil fruit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The
That's
way
what I'm saying. That's
Devil Fruit is like on another level because like she has like plants all over her island that like she's like.
Because she has a better devil fruit. A devil fruit is not.
Guys, stop. What we discussed last
Like
time,
5-5
right?
right now.
What we discussed last time was that there should be another category for fruits, like hacksness. Because
Okay, I understand exactly what you're saying.
It's too simple to just go.
Yeah,
This guy's mastered it. It should be a 10. Like I understand completely fruit. Like Big Mom's fruit and the scale of it is so huge.
No, Ferb understands that, but he was talking about mastery as far as
No, like okay, like the thing is like it's like a really big gray area for me because like I understand what you guys are saying like on terms of mastery, but like okay, put it this way, like do you think that's all like if like that's all you can do with the Cracker Fruit? Like there's absolutely nothing else.
No,
like,
of course he didn't.
Of course
He didn't display every single ability he had, but just him like if he wasn't awakened, him making biscuit soldiers would be like it would be exhausting for him. And he'd be like, I can't do this for too much longer. But he was making biscuit soldiers effortlessly, just like Dofi was like, yo, these strings is nothing. You got to work on your fruit, Luffy. He was on that same level. Dofi
Do the
was.
straw poll. Vote the straw poll, people. Let's see.
In the chat,
right
Steve also said if he wasn't being nerfed by the rain, we would have seen a lot more from Cracker's fruit, which I agree with.
But do you think if you're awakened, you shouldn't?
And the messed up thing is that if this was an admiral we was talking about,
all the options?
it wouldn't even be a debate. Y'all would just be quick to say this person's a 10. So y'all shouldn't be doing that to Cracker.
You should just someone like Nami.
Okay, like the thing is, it's like the reason
Power was water, yes.
Devil Fruit mastery is
No, but
very
I'm
hard
saying,
to,
though.
like.
And
like I know what you guys
get
are
soggy,
saying.
so that's a bad example to use.
For me, like I think we could see Cracker again, and he might display like, oh, like I am awakened and do crazy shit, but like from what he displayed, doesn't like ooze
It does show
awakening crazy power.
Yeah,
like it's a strong.
hold on.
It is a strong.
You see how wait. You see how Luffy can't maintain Gear 4? You see how certain moves wear him out and stuff like that?
But
like,
look at how much
when Cracker was using his devil fruit, right?
But
and it was not taking.
Right, look at like when Crocodile
he used it.
when Crocodile dries liquid out of things, or when Doflamingo turns the entire
he used his devil fruit
landscape into
Why
string.
did he turn the whole forest to biscuit?
He used his devil fruit for over 12 hours straight. And didn't take any damage. So you're trying to say that's not a
hold on, Braga. I want to ask you a question. The reason he probably didn't turn it all into biscuits is because he was in the seducing woods. Like that's a special type of forest, isn't it? So if he just changed that, that's Big Mom losing a whole asset to her.
No, but it's like
she said that she was angry that the seducing woods was destroyed.
Yeah, so why would he destroy?
It was destroyed anyway, wasn't it?
I mean, kind of, but he doesn't want to destroy
if that's your boss, like you wouldn't just go and like turn it into a.
Was it destroyed anyway?
Yeah, but it's better than not catching Luffy, like what happened, right?
Right. It got destroyed anyway. Like everything was.
And there's
like,
nothing
was
he could do to
turning
deal with.
everything
Like I
around.
felt like he could have made like an umbrella biscuit or something to stop the rain.
All right. Let's just go 9.5.
Everyone in the straw poll
biased.
put 9. Most people put 9. So
Yeah, 9.5.
9 is at 48% right now. All right, cool.
Everybody say 9.
Yeah,
I
9
feel
is
Let's
at
do
48.
9.5.
I feel like we can go back to this later because
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
All right, so
techniques.
His techniques are lame, bro. Like he only used the same soldier over and over.
yeah, I agree with that.
Nah, but then he cut Luffy, so y'all said that's his techniques. It's not his. It's like y'all just taking y'all taking
Can you
stats
guys-
after stats off a Cracker.
Wait. Also, can you guys consider the fact that he made a lifelike human out of this? Like that is insane.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Ty,
exactly.
he was.
Hold on. He
was in Naruto Storm, right? And he was spamming Almighty Push on Pain. That's what he was.
Wait, hold on. You hating on him right now because I want to say this. His fruit is lame. His techniques, how he was like an artist and he was a.
I mean, a rubber
crafter,
fruit's lame, right?
That's what made his fruit deadly. Like his if Mr. Number 3 had Cracker's techniques, he'd be way stronger. But his techniques is high. His techniques is like 85.
Let me ask you
88.
this: would you rather be made out of rubber, or control darkness? What would you rather have? Tell me.
Anyway,
Darkness.
like his techniques is official. His techniques needs to be like 88.
The only thing I'm gonna say right now, Ty, is remember your list was a lot higher scaled than ours was too.
Yeah,
No,
remember, we're looking
but
at the thing on the
you
side, yeah,
get
I
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
say-
Anyway,
No,
I
know what you're saying.
he even pointed out that he's a master artist.
Yeah,
so he's
but
a master,
look
no,
at
a master
what Dofi
sculptist.
could do with his
So
with
that's
his string
technique.
fruit.
That's
I
like
do
that's like
think-
law
Or with
needs
the
to
sand fruit.
like how law
I mean-
has the medical abilities, like the
Like, we got-
techniques to make his double fruit better. Y'all just nerfing cracker
Like,
abilities.
we got
Definitely
these
had excellent.
glimpses.
He's definitely had excellent. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Theo. what were you saying?
I put him as 81 maximum though.
Yeah, 81. I'm thinking 81. But
I
go
mean,
ahead,
we're
Theo, what were you
arguing
saying?
over half a point, but at the end it doesn't matter. But it's just more
I mean, he
over
should be-
if it's awakened.
He should be
40.
80. He should be 85.
Wait, Kirk, what were you saying?
No, he should be going
I
up to
think we saw
60.
glimpses of like what he is capable of when it comes to creativity. Like at the very start, when he was messing around and like he was pretending that jam was blood, and then he was creating multiple arms and stuff like that. Like that's a glimpse of like what he will do when he's messing around. But like like when he got serious, like for some reason he just spammed the same
Yeah,
technique.
he could have been really creative, and he could have
Because
like
he
done
had orders not to kill. Not to kill
now that you say it, I feel like
just because he had orders not to kill doesn't mean he has to do the same
Wait,
thing
Theory,
over and over and
Theory,
over
you're
and over.
contradicting yourself, Theory, because look, you said that he showed off all of these different arms, all these different things, but he didn't use it. That just because he didn't use it again doesn't mean he can't do it. He can still do it. He just chose not to.
That's why I said that we got a glimpse of what he's capable of.
Yeah,
It just didn't
Yeah,
show
now that
it.
now that the theory says that, like if Cracker was the final villain of the arc and it was like the main fight and we had more showcase on like what exactly he can do, I feel like his techniques would have been more like
To me, it's more. He said
Could you like imagine him
Like,
doing
I know it's a speculation.
just like what Theory
but, like,
said when he gave us a
I
glimpse.
know it's a speculation, but like I don't think he got that 1,000 arms cracker name for nothing. Like he
Exactly.
probably has like a massive soldier which literally has 1,000 arms
Yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
Something like that.
What I think of is like a Hydra in it. You break one arm, he goes like more.
Hold on. His techniques was so good. He tricked us into thinking he had a different double foot at first. He was
Yeah,
like, knock once.
That's
So
true.
we put him at the split fruit, didn't we?
But wouldn't he put that under devil fruit? No, no.
Guys, based
No,
based on
85.
what we've
Stop hating
seen,
on
though.
Cracker.
Yeah, it's a hard thing.
Based on what we've
Like
seen,
swordsmanship too. We just haven't seen.
Based on what we've seen,
And-
where do we put Cracker?
And you're being biased because, like, y'all said that him
Nobody's
cutting
being
Luffy. Yes, y'all said him cutting Luffy.
Nobody's being
That's
biased.
not
They're all just-
strength.
they're all
That's not
discussing
strength.
Cracker.
That's technique.
Nobody-
And now that is up to techniques. Just trying to nerf his technique stats.
Wait, Brago, what were you saying?
I was saying, we seen. Where do we put Cracker? Because we're
Everyone said
tired
his
of giving him an
numbers,
8,
right?
but we're giving him room for improvement because we see he's going to come back again.
He said he's a master sculptor. Like, what's left for him to do?
I'm good with it.
I'm not saying he should be 100, but I mean, like, as far as like he has more techniques than y'all giving him credit for.
I can sit happily as long as he's in the 80 range.
I can, so I'm saying he's 80. Like he's not going above 80.
Like
This
he
is
could
all-
be,
all it is-
85. He could be 85 and I'd be
Yeah,
happy.
that's what I'm saying.
He could be 80 and I'd be happy.
It's like because he lost, I want to keep him at 80, 84.
No. I don't care that he lost. I'm just looking at his double fruit. What he did with.
All right, yeah, that's fine. 83. All right.
That's cool. That's
the middle ground. That's the middle ground.
All right, so experience now.
Now, this is like really impossible because like
Nah,
his
I want to say
experience.
something real quick. No, wait. I want to say something real quick. I
All right.
wouldn't put Cracker's experience high because, for one reason, that arm has never been broken, which means he hasn't ever
yes,
fought.
I agree.
Exactly.
That's not a good way to think about it because his experience is so high. He joked at Luffy like, "Yo, you went all out on my clone. Like, you and the other supernovas and everything. You're not on this level. You won't even get to see Big Mom. Like, his experience is high."
Let me say something really quick. Okay, Ty, remember how you said that like Gear 4 or his Cracker durability is around like Gear 4 level or whatever you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he said very few people have ever broken my Cracker shell, right? So that means he's fought very few people who are even stronger than Gear 4 level.
Exactly.
So would that make his experience low?
Because he's never fought an admin.
I think personally,
never had to deal with that strength before. He's never had to deal with think about what he did at the end. Yeah, if he was a really experienced fighter, he would have, as you said, been able to create that umbrella thing to stop the rain. He would never. He would never have dived into Luffy's. No, wait. He would never have dived into Luffy's haki like that because he would have thought, shit. What properties does this haki have? Let me not do that. That's a stupid attack. So it would be kind of
do we think Cracker's like a defender? Like he just basically stays
yeah.
before it.
Yeah,
He doesn't really go out.
Like, if you think about, he is the army probably.
That's not true though, because
Yeah.
like they sent him out to go get Aruj.
But that was
No, but
after
that's the
he
thing.
But Aruj is a
He never
special
leaves
case
whole
theory.
cake, though.
That's when
He
somebody
never
invaded
leaves-
whole,
that's what I'm saying.
invaded
I
the whole
think
cake.
he's like you know how Bobbins was the disposer. I think he's like the cleanup guy. So
Yeah, he's a
Bobbins
cleanup.
disposes people like off
He
island
cleans
as
them up.
well.
So
Whereas
how often does someone invade whole cake though? Like
Recently,
I
a
don't think-
lot.
I don't think very often, because why would you go and raid a Yonko? Like, come on.
Then what they said is like no one ever saw Big Mom, so like they usually never lost when that happened, and like I'm assuming not too many people besides like the
He was
crazy
bragging
number.
about his experience, and you seen the difference in his experience and Luffy's when Luffy had to go gear forth just for a clone. That
Yeah,
wasn't
but
Like,
even-
I doubt Cracker has ever fought a Yonko. He maybe has fought an admiral like once or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, because if you found an admiral, they would have broke his armor and known his face.
would-
No, yeah. I mean, obviously, he's had his armor broken before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't know his his real face. It would be on the bounty poster.
Yeah,
Oh, true.
True.
Hold on.
So-
No. Hold on.
wait,
He
so
could have,
where we
wait,
put
wait,
the
wait, hold on.
where we putting
He
the
could have
clearance?
fought Fujitora. Fujitora could have broken his armor, but that's just some biased people. Like,
That's true. Actually,
No.
that's kind of funny.
I mean, that is true, but like at
That
the
is
same
true.
time, like
like, dag, I'm the only admiral to ever break his armor. The shame.
I would say he was an advanced fighter around Luffy's. Like I would put him around the 64 with Luffy because Luffy's fought some pretty strong people, but he's never soloed an admiral.
Nah,
to
come
the
on.
point
He
where-
can't. If he was on 64 like Luffy, he would have never been able to brag about how Luffy's like not ready and all of that type of
No,
stuff.
because then when you factor all of the other stuff into this argument, then he can brag. When
This
you
is
factor,
experience though.
his
And remember,
durability-
he couldn't.
No. When you factor his durability and his haki into the thing,
And it's double
then
for
then
mastery.
he's got
I think the
Local
fact that he's a commander, he
the
gets a bump over
reputation.
Luffy. He gets a
Yeah,
bump.
he's got the
I think
reputation.
somewhere between high 60, low 70 is good.
I say
Yeah.
70.
So,
Seven.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
I,
thinking
I would
like
say
70
70 at
-ish.
most. I'd say 70 at most.
Yeah, 70 is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where is he at? 334 and Luffy's at 309.
34.
That's actually pretty good.
That's pretty. I think that's pretty accurate based on what we think of Luffy and Cracker, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
I think
yeah,
he
'cause you
Cracker
feel like-
probably even be a little bit higher, but like I don't know. Wait, why did you guys put like double fruits and like observation armament only at 10 and
Well, at first we had double fruit at what 100, right?
I think so.
We had it at 100. And everybody doesn't have a devil fruit, so it's like it end up where if you had a devil fruit, you were like
okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
ridiculously like ahead of like Yonkos. Like Luffy was ranked ahead of Shanks.
We can talk about that
Yeah,
later,
we-
but I think that needs to be fixed. But yeah, just keep going.
Go now, actually.
I would say for next people, I'd either do someone like Akainu or someone like Whitebeard because we've seen like a decent
Yeah.
full fight. Who we kind of
Whitebeard's
Are
hard.
we
because
prime
are we doing-
Whitebeard,
yeah,
or
exactly.
Are we old Whitebeard who's dying and not
We should do the one we seen, like the one that was dying and stuff.
dying
Yeah.
Whitebeard? So should we change that to dying Whitebeard?
Wait, I
Because
got-
you're not just Whitebeard. There's prime.
hold
Whitebeard.
on. Whitebeard before Squad was stabbing.
Whitebeard.
someone said this scale doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? What scale?
Well,
To the
the only like the problem, like the only kind of problem is like what Foob was saying was like things like double fruit, since they're only from 1 to 10, it's like they kind of don't really matter in a way because it's like it's so little bit of points you can get for them in a way. But besides that, it's fine.
Yeah, I have a way to fix that, but just keep going.
All
you
right,
know?
let me ask you guys this.
How
Can you
much?
guys-
How much for you to fix that?
Hold on. I gotta go. But can you guys do another stream in an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so then in an hour and a half we're gonna do who we plan on doing?
I'd say Akainu.
Akainu or Whitebeard.
Sure, those two.
Akainu and say that again.
Akainu and Whitebeard should be the two we do next, because that way we've seen.
All right,
like,
cool,
decent
yeah,
full
because
fights
they had a
together.
versus against each other.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, but the thing about the thing about Whitebeard is that even though he passed his prime already or whatever, was
He had
that
to stab
he's
in the
2
back.
years late while Akainu was stronger right now. You get what I'm trying to say? We're ranking current Akainu. We're not ranking Akainu at Marineford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna need a bump from
Yeah.
from.
Someone
Yeah.
said, bro, forget
Hold on,
it.
Hold on, wait. I just want to say, yeah, people in the chat are forgetting this shit that we're writing now isn't final. Like,
Yeah, it's just a rough draft.
and then we see that stuff doesn't make sense, we'll go back and review what we stated. Like we're comparing it. Like this is just the first draft, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I'm saying do the list at the end of the.
It's like our 20th draft.
It's just kind of on the top of our like knowledge.
Exactly.
Are we still live?
People are just so negative. But yeah, an hour and a half we're gonna do the Akainu and Whitebeard. So yeah, like the stream and let us know what you think about this system. Like we said, it's rough, it's new, and doesn't mean it's final. Like with Cracker, we expect him to come back. I'm sure if we do Crocodile right now, he's probably gonna change later because we expect him to come back as well. So don't go crazy.
And put what you think about Akainu and Whitebeard in the comments, like what you think they should be in each area and stuff.
Like the stream.
Like it.
Yeah, like the stream. People say the system is worse than the other one.
Jesus.
I
I
there
think the
are
system
some
is a little
tweaks.
bit
There
better.
are some tweaks that you can do.
The other
that.
one's too vague. It causes too much like
Yeah, the other one was
controversy.
really just. The other
This
one was
one's
just
a
us
lot
just
more
basically
fun.
saying where we-
This one also
Yeah,
allows
we're-
the conversation to be more controlled and
Yeah,
organized.
it also allows us to like even like what do you call it? Interact with you guys because we can ask you what are your thoughts, where should they be rated.
Right, because with the
And-
S and
and
the A
it
plus,
also forces us to think along the same lines because we have a scale. Whereas if
Yeah.
the ranking system, your A might be different to how I see an A.
Yeah.
right,
You know what I mean?
right. This is more. It's more structure here. But like the stream, like I said, hour and a half. We'll do a kind of Whitebeard. All right, and I'll link the public ranking. Is that going to be updated as well? Does
Yeah,
that
I'll
change?
just make a copy of this if we want.
Yeah, so that's going to be in the description. And I don't know, Dwight Green.
But you know what? Hold on, wait. If any of you guys know how to do like anyone in the chat right now, yeah. If any of you guys know how to make these spreadsheets, make a separate one,
Do your
like
own.
for yourself. Yeah, do your own one and post it in the comment section because I actually want to see what you guys think. Because a lot of you guys are
Yeah.
saying that we're hating on Cracker. I really want to see what you guys would put him as and
Yeah,
where
where
he
you
would
guys
rank.
for Cracker.
And like, if you can, yeah, screenshot the bit on the side where it says like observation, like 0 to 2 equals achieved, all that stuff. Screenshot that so you're working on the same scale that we're working on.
No,
and
they
make your own
can.
list.
When I make it public, they can literally like make a copy or copy and paste the entire thing.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So just do that.
Yeah, and
Make your own list and put it in the comment section.
yeah. So like the stream, hour and a half. I kind of Whitebeard.
Gadu shop will be maxed out.
Yep.